Hey guys, Jack here, and today we're taking a look at why I think a large majority of gamers and internet goers are not too impressed with the announcement and reveal trailer for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. As of writing this video, the trailer on YouTube has amassed a total of 1.16 million dislikes and 257,000 likes, with over 300,000 comments on the video, most of them throwing insults at the game and of course witty puns and jokes. One of my personal favourites here, in honour of the trailer hitting more than 1 million dislikes, I'll make a video of me dancing to the Hannah Montana theme song wearing the Black Ops 3 disc on my crotch. The Chris and only, I don't know who you are, but I hope you're a man of your word. So then, why is this happening? Well, I think there's a number of reasons which I'll lay out now. Reason number one, everyone knows by now that Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is being remastered. Yes, that's awesome news, and I'd say that for the most part, when this was leaked just over a week ago, the hype was real. It was trending on Twitter, loads of positive videos on YouTube talking about it, news articles on gaming websites, going back to that style of COD game nowadays with better graphics, single player campaign and 10 multiplayer maps. It seems like a refreshing idea, doesn't it? But here's the bad news. It's been announced that the only way you can get it is through buying the new COD game Infinite Warfare. There's the part you didn't want to hear. As of today, it looks like there's no way to pre-order or buy the Modern Warfare remaster separately, and that right there is a big problem. I've spoken to so many people that want to play the remaster, but they won't buy it because it's tied in with the new game. Whether that's the principle behind it or the inflated cost, it doesn't matter. Now, people will still buy it in its current state, of course. I know I will if it has to be that way because I want to play the COD 4 remaster, but games are expensive and lots of us have to pick and choose which games we can and cannot afford. At this point in time, the best thing to do would be to offer the Modern Warfare remaster as a separate download on the store that you can purchase individually at a discounted price. Sales for that would inevitably be through the roof. Gamers aren't stupid, and most of us see this as a ploy to inflate the sales of the new game. If they keep it that way, it's going to be a big mistake. Reason number two, the type of COD game this is and the setting of it. From the looks of the new trailer, this is another COD game set in the future. That means that in the last 5 years, we've had Black Ops 2, Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3 and now Infinite Warfare, all set in the future. And I think that we're all just a bit burnt out with that now. The crazy wall running, exosuits, jump boosting, killer robots and drones. It just all blurs into one really, doesn't it? And yes, we saw more of the same in the Infinite Warfare trailer. And it's not to say I thought that all of these games are bad. I played the hell out of Black Ops 2 on PC. That was a futuristic game and I thought it was an excellent multiplayer game. But I really believe that now the future setting for the COD series is done, and it's the wrong direction to go. It would be amazing to see it come back to that Modern Warfare era, boots on the ground, or perhaps World War II, and tell more of those stories instead. Maybe even go somewhere new that the series hasn't been before. What made COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 so great and addictive was just the simplicity of those games. In the multiplayer, it's you, your team and lots of guns running around on superbly designed maps. And in the single player, you had characters that you actually cared about and were well written, characters that felt like your comrades. And I think that the series has lost some of that special something along the way, that COD magic. A large group of gamers are just tired of that futuristic setting now. Reason number three, a lack of gameplay innovation in the series. And this is a tricky one because I think this can be seen as a positive and negative for the franchise. How is it a positive? Well, when you load up a COD game, say any of them for the last 5 years, you know what to expect. It's fast paced on relatively small maps, it's chaotic, you've got fast respawns, team deathmatch and domination or hardpoint are probably the main game modes that you play, along with a few objective game modes every now and again. It's that core familiarity and expectancy that helps it sell so well every single year. Last year, Black Ops 3 was the best selling game in the United States. That's impressive. but the series has been on a downward trend of sales since Black Ops 2. This bar chart from Forbes and VG Chart displays the figures here for the first week of sales, and then it took until the 4th week before Black Ops 3 began to significantly outsell Advanced Warfare from the year before. And I think that this is where the lack of innovation and familiarity actually hurts the game. The recent COD games just feel so similar. It's almost like you're playing the same game from last year, just with new maps and weapons, different names for perks and kill streaks. It's like the studios developing these games are afraid to take risks and break that expectancy and try anything really new, and that's what's hurting the series. Reason number 4, the trailer just wasn't very good. Now, I understand that stuff like this is subjective, and I've heard plenty of people who like the Infinite Warfare trailer, and that's fine, but when I watched it for the first time, my overall feeling was just, okay, it's a new COD game that looks the same as Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare with space tacked on. There was no excitement in the trailer for me. It was slow, no real build up, no crescendo. The free camera footage looked amateur, the pans were laggy. It was more like a fan-made trailer for me. There was just nothing in it that stood out or surprised me. It also had an awful cover of Space Oddity as the backing music track. From a technical standpoint and in terms of cinematography, it just didn't do it for me. The only decent part of the trailer was the bit at the end when you got to see just how damn good the Modern Warfare remaster looks. And the style of Infinite Warfare too, just looking at the graphics, it looks like Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare. You've got the same plasticky characters, bland textures, the same robots that look straight out of a Neil Blomkamp movie, the awful looking explosion and particle effects. You watch the trailer and it doesn't look like a new game. I think it would greatly benefit the COD series if they moved away from the engine technology that they're familiar with now, take a break for a bit and develop some new tech to bring it more in line with how truly next-gen games look in 2016. It just isn't cutting the mustard anymore. And finally, reason number 5, the internet hate train, and this is a very real thing. There are trends that come and go on the internet, and hate trains are one of them. You log on one day, browse your favourite gaming news websites. Oh hey, what's this? An article with the catchy headline, over 1 million people have disliked the new COD trailer. Well, you know what, I might as well do the same then. Thumbs down from me. And I think to some degree, that definitely has had an effect in this situation. It's a bandwagon thing. Maybe your mate on Steam linked you the trailer, hey, yo, check this out, look at the dislikes. And then you'll add another one. It's kind of cool or hip to hate on COD nowadays, it seems. And this could be portraying an inflated view of actually how many people really don't like the new trailer. It's not an excuse, I still think the trailer is bad, but I reckon that a portion of the dislikes on the video are down to the internet hate train bandwagon. And that's all I've got for now. Those are some of my thoughts on the reveal of the new game Infinite Warfare and why I think it's had such a negative response on the initial impressions. And all of this is just based off a trailer and a COD 4 remaster too, which is crazy. Obviously there are some very passionate fans for and against the series, and the funny thing is that barely anyone has actually played the game yet or seen real gameplay of it, so time will tell really what sort of game this turns out to be. I'm sure lots of you will disagree with me too, and without doubt the new COD game will sell like crazy regardless, but it has to be said that the COD series has lost a lot of fans throughout the last 5 years, and that's a shame. As always, thank you for watching guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down, and I'll see you in the next one.